So I know I've said some contradicting things about my event, and the thing is that it was traumatic during the time. And then, so let me actually just break this down. This is Scorpion Venom. Part of the reason why my voice has been all fucked up is because freaking the Venom messes with the larynx and freaking creates confusion. People like the symptoms, and look up the bark scorpion, and that will be. That's what I got stung with and whatnot. The guy Mountain Man had scorpion marks all over him. He's kind of immune to the scorpion venom, but then there's the little tattoo right above it, and the sigil markings and everything of that nature from the knife, and it wasn't a rock that I hit my head on. I got kicked in the back of the head a couple of times because I kept on waking up during their ritual. And remember, like I said, Thor standing on top, and saying, like, while Nomad was punching me in the head, saying, Thor said, okay, that's enough. And then when I woke up again, Thor was standing there with the light and said, hey, you okay? I'm like, yeah. Figured I got up like nothing happens, because, well, essentially I came face to face with death, and I freaking was reborn. So, but what it really comes down to is the sizing up the situation. I'm working backwards, just as they worked backwards, setting me up and everything like that, because I'm seeing how I ended up in that trail, or in that coyote den, and it's very clear to me now. When I got to Plamosa, BLM, Bureau of Land Management, in Quartzsite, Arizona, well, I stayed at a night at the one right beside of it, and then the next day I came over to Plamosa, and anyways, I was, got there and getting myself situated, when 88-year-old guy Jim comes up to me on this little three-wheeler, saying, hey, invited me over to, we were small talking, and he invited me over to the group. I was like, hey, cool, I'll do that. And, well, everything was fine, and, well, I realized that freaking, what they were doing was freaking sizing me up. And what they saw was a freaking young guy that liked to drink beer, doesn't know how to handle himself. Well, let me just say, freaking, my reason for that is because I've been on the move a lot, and freaking still getting situated. It's rough. And anyways, freaking, they broke out the fireball, and freaking, well, I ended up puking all over myself. Whoops, I didn't care. I had a hell of a fucking time. Freaking, rightfully deserved as well. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm allowed to do these things. And anyways, so that was one sign. And then, the fact that I'm loud and I listen to music and I like to curse and everything like that. Well, let me stay on track. So, next day I go over there like, hey, like nothing happened, or, I was like, ah, shit, whatever. And, everything was fine, but real quick side note, when I went over to the group of guys that first day, freaking guy James came over, and he said he was traveling, on a bicycle and going to here, there, wherever the fuck else. And I was actually going to Demon, New Mexico, a place that I recently left, which is kind of crazy. Excuse me, my throat's still jacked up from the venom. Alright, so what it comes down to is that guy had a story for everything. And well, he was telling me that he had to, move camp because he had to get away from this other guy because he was annoying him and something like that, and this, that, and the other. And well, freaking, he went up to the, the next day. He's like, said, yeah, I talked to the guy, and he's, said he, he's going up to a mission in Montana. Now, that's crazy. A guy from California come here, leaves all of his stuff at a campsite, then all of a sudden it goes up to Montana when it's cold and all the snowbirds leave that state. What's going on up there? Well, anyways, the guy James has a story for everything. He's a scuba diver. He was special, or he was a corpsman. He did IT work for senior citizens. Freaking whatever the hell else, right? Yeah, freaking. And that's the other thing too, is that they're all widowed. Well, yeah, they're all widowed. That's what's crazy. They're all widowed. So, anyways, things went well for, next few days and stuff like that. And then, I was throwing in money and freaking we were cooking and having a good old time and this, that, the other. And freaking, then all of a sudden, the mood changes and it's like, well, we can't be, cursing. We can't be saying, jokes. We can't be BSing. We have to, I'm sorry, like, what's changing gears? People are being offended by this. Well, why is it now all of a sudden an offense? Right? Well, that was one of my strikes against me, is that freaking I disrespected the park because I was loud, too loud for their liking, and I was also disrespectful to the women because I was cursing around them. It's not like I did anything freaking seriously wrong. I just didn't cater to that cult. So, anyways, I started maintaining my distance and stuff, and just don't even feel like being bothered with them. And I still try to be friendly and whatever else. Excuse me. And they started to see that I was pulling away, and but they were also sizing me up, and they noticed that like I stopped people with vintage motorcycles, or I just had a keen eye for certain things. And so they sent guys my age, driving Honda 3-wheelers, and knowing I would stop them. And well, you know what I did? Freaking when he came over to my camp one day, freaking opened up the bottle of Jack and just started drinking. And guess what I did? I puked over myself again. Well, I puked at camp. I didn't puke myself. But you're like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be easy. This guy's gonna be easy. Yeah, well, and the thing is, like, I was getting ready to just leave anyways, and for some reason, they, I stayed, right? And what happened was the guy Jim, he came back into town. He said it was an accident or something like that. The guy Jim came back into town driving his stepson's rig, and well, he had a tire change. Well, he knew for a fact I would change the tire. And well, what it was exposing my tools and also showing my strength and everything of that nature, because it was a truck tire. I mean, it's not easy to break free. So the lug nuts. So they knew I get sizing up and crap. Well, kept on hearing, like, and the thing is, I actually had an opportunity to get out of the ritual by just apologizing to the ladies and by being respectful. And like I said, I'm not doing that crap. I didn't do anything wrong. And so that's when, freaking, I got the invite to for the New Year's party. And it was like, and they knew I was going to freaking, go to that shit. Hell yeah. And so I did. And the guys that were supposed to meet up there, well, suspiciously, they got pulled over for no registrations, couldn't drive anymore. So, yeah, anyways, I met the people and stuff, and I realized that, like, oh crap, I'm listening to what they're saying. you know, freaking do Nomad can say, can't stand people being disrespectful to women. I can't stand people being disrespectful to women. And I'm like, you know, and they kept on hearing about being loud and everything like that. And that's part of the reason why they gave me the Venom, is to shut me up. The later names. And at the same time, it's a torture device too. Say I freaking acted out or something like that. Oh, well, I've been stripped and freaking wandering the damn desert. No water, no clothes, no shoes. Freaking hard breathing. Going through a fever. Oh, it would be, you know, absolutely awful. The thing is that I became wise to the situation and realized that they were trying to stir me up. They wanted me to act out. They wanted me to get drunk and sloppy and stupid. But they didn't get that. What they saw was freaking everything I say I am, which is a cool, calm, and collected person. What? Yeah, I'm cool, calm, and collected. I promise you I am. It just doesn't seem like it because, well, you know, people are often judgmental. Or just mental. And I want to be this far along in my life. It was not cool, calm, and collected. So, you know, anyways, I realized, like, you know, especially when, you know, I get there and they're burning sage, you know, and their little altar and everything of that nature, lighting candles that I brought. I mean, that's the thing, is that they, like, silly, absolutely silly. But, anyways, dude, Nomad, you know, just starts acting out and everything like that. And that's the thing, it was all staged. It was all set up. It was all like and that, my drama training came in handy. Because I seen that everyone was acting. Everyone was acting. And they didn't like me speaking because I was ruining their script. And that's why freaking several times during the event, they actually had to freaking, you know, improv things, and then like freaking like, you know, send me somewhere, like get me away from, you know, the group while they figured out how to get me, you know, how to entice me. And well, you know, and that's the thing is, you know, and freaking, I was knocked over several times, bumped into you, know, that's it, and freaking, and that's the thing. And then actually put Dude Nomad in a chokehold. Not, I didn't do it hard. I wasn't trying to make him pass out. I was doing it to control the beast. And you know, and I showed him, like, you know, hey, I was like, hey, calm down, calm down. You know, there was no need for anyone to be all amped up and stuff. And and he like said, oh, you're choking me, and I was like, I'm not choking you. Like, freaking, if I was choking, you wouldn't be able to breathe. If I were choking you, you're speaking, you're fine. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, he like acted out, and I freaking put him in. You know, I just slowly started squeezing on, and he tapped, and I let him go. You know, and I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, I might have had that little chokehold situation backwards. I think I, you know, freaking choked until, you know, he tapped, and then, you know, was like holding down, was like, you know, like or whatever the hell else. But that didn't work. They didn't get, you know, get the reaction they wanted from that. And so then, you know, they freaking actually bound him up. You know, they're like, oh, man, we gotta do something. We gotta bind him up, whatever. I was like, well, you know, we need to tape him up. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know the guy. I was like, maybe what really was having, you know, a bad, you know, experience. And yeah, I took a hit of acid. I did. Everyone was on acid. I freaking was on one hit, and I was in perfectly fine control of the situation. And that's part of the reason why I got out of it too. Is, you know, anyways, so they end up stripping the Nomad, you know, binding him up, and he somehow gets free. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's like, And what they were doing was showing me like, hey, do you want this to happen to you? Do you want this to happen to you? And now it's like, dude, like, I don't want that for anybody. You know, and I told them that too. I told everybody that. I don't want that for anybody. You know, we don't need to go through that. So, you know, people are acting out and this and the other, and we go up to Mount, and I'm like, hey, you know, what can I do? And he's like, oh, yeah, you know, give me a second. Freaking told me to step outside the circle while they freaking rewrote the script. And then finally the time came where Mountain's like, hey, you gotta, you know, go, man. You know, I was like, all right. And so I walked over there holding my freaking 25-ounce Coors Light, cigarette and lighter, because I wasn't expecting a fight. You know, it was just like, hey, maybe I can calm down. Maybe I can talk. And while he, you know, goes, and all of a sudden he got attacked. And while I freaking, you know, take him down with my left arm, you know, with, you know, nice little hip toss type of thing. And, you know, we're like on down, you know, he's like really trying to fight. And I realized. And, you know, he rolls out, he gets me in a chokehold and almost passed me out. But, you know, I know how to get out of things, and was able to roll out of it. And, you know, I was getting punched in the face and all that crap. And, they weren't doing anything to me because my head was off the ground. And, you know, so the punches were, you know, kind of being deflected, you know, because there's movement. And, but it wasn't until the steel toe kick that, you know, knocked me out. The only reason why I know steel toe was used because they have to tell you everything they do there. And the steel toe, like, and I remember the next day hearing something about steel toe and going, I don't have steel toe. And that's the thing is, you know, hear little things from their chant. And that's how I can remember things because, you know, there's certain moments, and I know how to, like, relive, you know, go just, you know, and just remember freaking Scott saying, you know, I'm a Scorpio and scorpions don't bite me. Referring to the venom and everything like that. But, anyways, you know, woke up and, you know, I didn't go to sleep that night. No. I stayed up and it was good because I was working out a lot of that venom. I was working out a lot of that venom and shit, which is good. The, but yeah, I didn't want to leave my stuff. There was no way I could leave my stuff, you know, that night and everything like that. And anyways, I actually hung around for, you know, several hours, you know, the next day. Went for a ride with them and everything like that. You know, I just want to let them know they did not get the best of me. But what I realized is that, you know, and they kept on saying no weapons, no weapons, no weapons the entire time. Like, what's this thing with weapons? What's this thing with weapons? And like I said, when I came to from the whole experience, I was still holding, it was a Marlboro Ultralight, a Marlboro Silver 100. So I was still holding on to a smokable cigarette. I just broke the tip off, just gave a little circumcision, but it was still smokable and holding my lighter. Because I was willing to fucking die before I hurt somebody. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. Even if they were trying to hurt me, I was still not going to try to hurt them. They simply just don't know better. But what I realized is that there's a lot of people that, oh my God, what the hell am I in right now? I'm in witchcraft rituals. And they start freaking out. And they pick up a stick and just like, get away from me, get away from me. And, you know, but there's that person behind them that they don't see. And then all of a sudden, the coyotes get them. And that's pretty much what I'm saying is that Quartzsite is, there's such a small town, and the police department is corrupt. And so is a lot of the authorities around there. A lot of the establishments are corrupt around there. A big buddy system. But a town, you know, of like 2,000 blows up to over 100,000. Like, the thing is, for such a small town, there's a huge crime rate there. And the population is about to grow, you know, to about over 100,000 and everything like that. And, well, like I said, they're building their coyote dens because there's not enough resources in the area to protect and serve everybody that's going to be there. And that's the thing. Like I said, they're building their dens now. What they do is they scare people off. They commandeer their shit. They're trying, you know, like they've done, you know, several other times and stuff. You know, they talk about freaking taking holes in deserts. You know, burning vehicles. You know, I don't see how this could be. I don't see how I can be considered like I'm lying about this at all, because there's so many stories of this happening, and what it comes down to is I found a human trafficking ring, a Mormon human trafficking ring, and I know that was sized up the entire time I was there. They look for loners. See, I'm not a loner. I'm a lone wolf. And I've proven that. I've earned my lone wolf patch because I escaped the damn coyote den virtually unscathed. In fact, I'm even stronger now. Even better. In fact, I think I'm done traveling because I got what I wanted. And now it's to the next step. You know? So that's the thing, is like, as evil as those people are, I really have to thank them and bless them. Because they brought out something to me that I didn't even know I had in myself. No fear. No fear. If that is supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. No fear. But the thing is, a lot of people don't have what I have. And I've earned everything I have. I got my ass kicked really badly. I mean, just throughout my entire life. I am one tough son of a bitch. I'm one badass motherfucker. I am everything I say I am. And I have no reason to lie about anything. Anything. I really wish I did that. But the truth is really scary. And that's the thing is, and I realize that these people have back alley ways of doing things, getting things done. You know, so I just want to say, take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong. I love you all. And, you know, that's pretty much like, I mean, that's it in a nutshell. It really is, you know, what happened to me in a nutshell. And I really, I mean, just what happened in Quartzsite. A very bad area. And the thing is, you know, like, the powers that be, the elite, they believe in magic. And that's the things that this group is connected to the elite. How do I know that? Because I know it. They're too well organized. Too well organized. Don't ever go any place alone. I never will again, as I'm not alone right now. It's always good to be able to have a battle buddy, huh? Y'all don't know everything, do you?